But anyway, I'm getting really pissed off right now. It's fucking 3:30 in the morning. I gotta chime my clock. I bought this clock for $130. And I found the money right as these people were about to sell this clock. I bought this clock from, I'm not sure where I bought it from. I forget what side of town. It was either Claremore or Henrietta or Bartlesville or wherever I bought it from. It was like an hour and a half drive there and back. So I ended up wanting to find me a grandfather clock. And then I washed some clothes that I got from Goodwill, and I found the money in a dryer. $120. And I borrowed $15 from my grandmother. Bought this clock, and I still got the receipt for it when the people bought it. The people that owned it before me that bought it. And here's the clock when they bought it right here. They paid $725 for it in 1993. And I paid $135 for this out of the estate sale because I got my story straight. And the rest of that shit's just involvement of abduction, injury, and misdirection. And it all started because motherfuckers are stupid. But you can see this right here. To Bill Linton. Christmas 1993 from Mary Ann Linton. How about that? And it's strong going. I'm going to call a professional to come over here and oil it up and get it fine-tuned and maybe see about changing the tones on it a little bit, because there's several things you can do to this clock as far as keeping it working in great shape and putting the correct fluids on the chain and the gears and everything. But you can also change the tones, the key tones, and what it plays whenever it goes off. It key tones every 15 minutes, and when every hour, every 15 minutes it key tones off. But that's my super clock. That clock's worth over $5,000, and maybe even worth more than that. And I paid $120 that I found in a washer at the last minute before they sold it, and I went and picked it up. Also, there's my new Batman on the wall. I got all kinds of Goodwill stuff that I bought here. 99 cents. I got a wrist thing. I got some foam padding. I got a couple of massage things for my back. I got my Skechers that I wear every other day. I got all this stuff over here came from Goodwill. Most of my posters, almost all of my posters came from Goodwill. All my hats, except for Flash, he didn't come from Goodwill. That came from Goodwill. And everything I got pretty much came from Goodwill or church estate sales at Goodwill. But I think this is going to be lunch tomorrow right here. And like I said, how cool is this? You want to see something cool? Check this out. So this is just a normal pen, right, with a stylus on the bottom. And then when you put the pen on the cap, boom, you can even write in the dark. How cool is that? So I actually found this in a parking lot. I think it was in the parking lot at Target or wherever I found it. It was in a parking lot. I found that on the ground. So I can't forget my boxing knife. Can't forget my rag. I got me a new sticker for the laptop. So this right here is going on my laptop over here. So I'll probably end up cutting one of these stickers off and putting it like that. But anyway, we're going to do that later. Trying to make a couple of notes in my laptop right quick before I go to bed. Also bought this at Goodwill. Bought this at Goodwill. Bought that at Goodwill. Bought that at Goodwill. Found that on the side of the road. Found this bed outside in the trash can. Washed it in washer twice with OxyClean. I had a set of these. I gave my mom one. Got a whole bunch of stuff, man. But anyway, let's start over here looking at the Marvels. Spider-Man, Yoda, Marvel Superman, Squirtle, Incredible Hulk Superman, Iron Man, Marvels, Batman, X-Men, Pokemon, Batman, Pokemon, my clock chiming, Chewbacca, Star Wars, Surfer, Mario, Ice Age, forgot what that was called, Harry Potter, The Flash, Marvel, all the Marvels, Captain America, all the Star Wars. Don't remember who that was. All that. About to start rearranging on some of it. Another Batman. As soon as I get time to Hot Wheel. But yeah, I ain't been drinking much of this hydrogen water. It seems like I ain't got enough time to do that either. Here's my other clock that I bought from Goodwill for $7.99. But check it out, it actually spins. That's freaking cool as heck. See, what have I been watching? Looney Tunes. Double feature. I bought this from Walmart for $5. Or a bunch of cartoons. I was watching these movies in the last 2 days. Also bought most of those from Goodwill. I got all the Star Wars except the New Hope and Empire Strikes Back. But as far as this goes from Snow White and the Huntsman, Batman vs. Superman, X-Men First Class, Man of Steel, Thor's New World or whatever it is, Doctor Strange, Thor, Dark World, Black Panther, Iron Man, Avengers, Captain America, Spider-Man, X-Men Origins, Civil War, Aladdin, Man of Steel, Turbo, Beauty and the Beast, Fox the Hound Dog, Lady and the Tramp, Goosebumps, Hangover, X-Men, Overboard, Power Rangers, Prometheus, Avatar, X-Men, Last Stand, X-Men 1, both Ant-Mans, Guardians of the Galaxy, Spider-Man Homecoming, Thor, Ragnarok, X-Men 2, Justice League, Avengers, Hulk, Punisher, The Crow, Lock, Stock, 2 Smoking Barrels, War of Worlds, Hellboy, Rockstar, Love Potion number 9, Chucky, Hellboy, Bonnie and Clyde, Cheech and Chong, Wrestler, Rooster Cogburn, Butch Cassidy, Hooper, Trailer Park, Forrest Gump, Hangover, Detroit Rock City, Book of Eli, True Grit, Reno 911, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, Darkwing Duck, Looney Tunes, Ed, Edd n Eddy, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Reno 911, Pinky and the Brain, Futurama, all 3 Pokemon movies, The Dinosaurs, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Complete Series, Beavis and Butthead Complete Collection, Monsters Complete Collection, DuckTales, The Jetsons, all cartoons, Looney Tunes, Bugs Bunny, Woody Woodpecker, anything, Betty Boop, couple Supermans in there, Peter Pan, Snow White, Alice, The Ant, Cinderella, Page Master, American, Five Goes West. I got several of these, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's 6 movies of the same copies. Oliver and Company, Home Range, The Princess Bride, We're Back, Heavy Metal 1 and 2, Mouse Hunt, Casper, Polly, Espadada, I can't even read the shit. Baby Huey, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, First Jurassic Park, Family Guy, The Untold Story About Stewie, The Pink Panther, The Best of Batman, Megamind, Wall-E, Jimmy Neutron, the movie, Rango, the Treehouse of Horrors, where Homer goes back behind the bookcase and gets stuck in 3D land and ends up being on Earth, Gotham Knight, Iron Man, the original Dr. Seuss, with the Grinch Who Stole Christmas, Balto 2, Jungle to Jungle, all Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles real movies, Emperor's New Groove, Small Soldiers, The Little Mermaid, Maverick, The Phantom, The Rescuers, A Bug's Life, Mulan 1 and 2, and 101 Dalmatians was the one movie I watched before that. NES controller, Sega controller. I'm playing Hang Time or Mario. Got my brand new Yamaha Bluetooth receiver, AM/FM Bluetooth. All this stuff scored it from freaking Goodwill also. Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, HDMI, Dolby digital, all that stuff on there. I found these outside of Bristow, these Pioneer speakers. Found them outside of Bristow on the road. Went back and picked them up. There was actually a mouse living inside of one of these, and I think he chewed a hole through the back of here and got out because he was chewing on a bunch of shit over here. I still haven't got back there and checked, but he got out, and then I found him in my bedroom running around. So I got my sewing machine I paid $150 for. I got my brand new table here that lifts up and extends out. Of course, my laptop that I bought from the pawn shop, brand new Chromebook for $100. Still got the couch, $800 couch with the matching $800 oversized chair. And I also got to hang this up back here. Got to get this out, which is my Simpsons poster somebody gave to me whenever I was delivering Amazon packages. They had it laying outside in their yard, and they said I could have it, so they gave it to me. And whenever they handed it to me, it ended up ripping right here. So that's the whole town of the Simpsons. Air conditioner price is going up. It's cold outside, but I like it even colder in here. There's Pikachu pendant. I got that super cool light. It does all kinds of stuff. Found this at Goodwill also. It does all kinds of stuff. But can't have enough Tempur-Pedic pillows. So my life revolves around comfortability, health and wellness, and financial wealth and self-defense. And all this is Tempur-Pedic foam all the way around. Here's some more stuff I bought from Goodwill. Got a couple of chickens. I actually found this down in Bristow on the ground. I bought that right there. It's got the planets inside of it. As you can see, it's the universe, planets. That's pretty cool. Got that. There's Jesus as a doll. There's the Iron Fist. There's Batman. Alarm clock. I bought that from Office Depot or whatever it is. There's some close-ups on some Pokemon. There's Gloom, Magmar, Onix, Pikachu, Psyduck, Pikachu, Meowth, so on and so forth. Zapdos, all three legendary birds next to Abra twice. There's Pikachu up there in the corner. He's looking down on everybody. There's Sonic, Tails, and whoever else. Here's some stuff that I just bought from Goodwill. Right here, they was trying to sell this for $14.96. On clearance, $14.96. Brand new, still got everything in there. It had a little bit more than that in there, I thought. Is it all right here? It is. Got a file keeper. And I think I paid, what, $1.99 for it. Here's another one right here, another file keeper. These things come in handy, especially when you gotta get your paperwork. And this is all my receipts and everything from the last 5 years of paperwork, gas receipts, all that stuff, information, injuries, hospital bills, you name it's all in there. I got all this stuff. I need to go out here and grease my doors. One of my doors is acting up. It just needs to be re-greased. Speaking of Hitachi, I forgot I bought this Hitachi drill set last time I was at Goodwill. Also bought my Bass Pro jacket at Goodwill. Here's some Hurley pants that I can't fit. Also picked these up here and got them replaced and ready to go. This right here is a full set of gambling chips, cards. All I need is my dice. As you see, it's got the Farkle thing in there, and it's probably missing one deck of cards. I'm still putting this thing together and get it fixed up looking real good because I'm keeping that. I like playing with my cards. So here's my other art set that I've rebuilt and replaced. So it's made out of wood box, and I bought colored pencils that are brand whatever this says right there, Fine Touch. So I'm only missing a couple things here before it's a complete set. And then, like I said, I got the big art pad over here. I just haven't got time to do anything. And then this is another cool item right here to go with my business table. Also bought this from Goodwill. Keep my nuts and screws in. This is Batman and all the Riyadh characters and elements of DC Comics. So that's cool. Here's my junk drawer. And I also got some chalks in here that are charcoal, different colored charcoals to do on that right there. Do a little bit of doodling like that. But yeah, all my shoes, Goodwill. Goodwill. But anyway, I think I'm going to. Because I can. And let's see here. I got some paperwork from today. And this is most of my financial paperwork I got to come up with. All this money to pay these bills, which is like $2,600. And then here's another sheet that I thought was pretty cool. I might have to take a look at it a little bit closer, but I'm going to take a look at it. Then I got my health and wellness box here. I try to keep everything in first aid kit. So I got 500 milligram penicillin. I, of course, got back on my pain pills. I got my eye drops. I got my dental paste. If you ever had any kind of problems with your dental stuff, eye drops. I got some ear drops. I got, that's about it. This is what I'm getting right here. There's a couple of these bad boys. So I'm supposed to take 3 a day. Supposed to take 3 a day. And the involvement of it only kicks in when these motherfuckers think they're falling behind. So, like I said, maybe I need to put some new shoes on. Some beach shoes. Some beach cruiser shoes. Boom. Right there. Bought these at a church estate sale. Look at all the rocks in the bottom of those shoes. Holy cow. Is that a piece of glass in the bottom of them shoes? What the heck? Also bought these. Goodwill. Dockers. Oh, but anyway. So yeah, that's that. Got a little bit of water here. Got a little bit of water. And Batman, and then the death of Superman, and then Thor, and some more Pokemon cards. We've got rejected, or it says reject. But yeah, putting in overtime from here on out, and that's freaking super cool. I couldn't be any more happier with that. I mean, it's not an easy job. This could be harder, I'm sure, but I got to get up here and freaking scribble all that out. There's my door panels I'm wanting to build, but I just ain't got enough time or money. Danger, you're entering a really sticky area, if you know what I mean. There's some more of my wall art with my Mario and the Incredible Hulk, Captain Phasma, and the droid. Got the fan blowing. Got some Rocco's Modern Life. Boom. And gonna do a couple of notes right quick because it's 4 o'clock in the morning. It's 3:47. So for some reason I'm having trouble taking a pee. But what else I need to do? I got a skateboard. Speed Demon skateboard. I hang it up on the wall. There's my Super Mario stuff I bought this week. Super Mario backpacks. I got the double bubble. It's just gaming, dude. It's just gaming, dude. Do not disturb. Gamer work.